Good morning. Okay, it works. Thank you for joining us to honor the Middlesex Middle School class of 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and you may be seated. We will begin today's program with our student speakers. First, we have Pippa Morgan to talk to you about her experiences at Middlesex.
Thank you, Miss Summers. It's an honor to speak. Hi, my name is Pippa Morgan. I am so grateful to be an 8th grade graduate. It's an experience I will never forget. First, I would like to start by thanking my mom and dad for their support. In 7th grade, I came to Middlesex Middle School for the first time. Excuse me. Everyone graded me. I felt so happy. I felt like an equal person. I have my differences, and learning can be challenging for me. Everyone at MLS has really gone out of their way to make me an exquisite student I am. I have loved my talks with Miss Summers because she really wants to know what's going on. That's not your typical principal. Thank you to my teachers, especially Miss Marissa and Miss Bergeron, for helping me modify the learning process so it works best for me. Miss Cruikshank and Miss Young have taught me to be a reading rock star student. Mr. Sylvie has taught me to be funny, and I guess he also taught me a little about history too. Mrs. Ostendorf, that Newton law-loving lady, has helped me magnify my love for science. And most importantly, I'd like to thank the new friends that I have now because of MMS. I can't believe that MMS is coming to an end for us. I wish my fellow 8th graders all the best as we head to high school, whether that is at DHS or elsewhere. I hope you found your passion in life, but for now, let's have a good summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Pippa. Next, we have Andy Budo, who has been selected by the team to represent them.
Hello and welcome, families. We're happy you were able to join us today. As we all know, this year our school faced many challenges posed by a pandemic. This forced us to change the way that we operate inside of school, forming cohorts, abandoning lockers, maintaining distance from our peers, remaining masked for the entire day, just to name a few. Through all this, however, we persevered. I recall at the very beginning, when it was first decided that school would shut down due to COVID, we felt a sense of relief and even celebration. Perhaps it would be a nice little break from school, then back to business as usual. But soon we all realized that this was not the case, that the toughest time was ahead of us. And here we are now, some 15 months later, after countless adjustments and compromises, modifications in learning styles, stops and starts. We have finally reached our finish line. One of the changes that we made to life at Middlesex was the introduction of cohorts. At first, we were worried that cohorts would ruin the social aspect of school. But what many of us found is that these new cohorts allow us to get to know one another like never before. Sharing a classroom with the same peers every day, every period, allowed us to form a sense of community. Closer friendships were forged, study groups formed, homework help was common. We supported each other, reminded each other of important tests and due dates, depended on each other for things as simple as letting our teachers know we might be a little late to the next Zoom meeting. This cohort camaraderie really helped make up for some of the social losses of the pandemic, and it helped many of us get through this otherwise strange year. Remote learning was one of the many challenges we faced this year at Middlesex. The toughest part was the isolation it caused. School days seemed to drag on even longer, and it was difficult to remain invested in the work. We lost the human connection in teaching and learning. Once we were back in school, however, everything began to feel a lot more manageable. Being able to talk to friends, classmates, and teachers without technology in the way. The teachers seemed to feel the same way, and were also happy to be back in person. The fact that we were able to overcome these challenges shows the strength of our school. Before COVID, we took so much for granted, our friends, our freedom, even our physical space. But once it taken away, we realized how important they were. Nevertheless, through all the challenges, and after over a year of living through this pandemic, we have been able to support each other, and not only survive, but thrive. Next year, we, as students, will face another challenge, adapting to high school. But if we were able to succeed at the highest level through a pandemic, high school will be easy. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to my fellow 8th graders.
We have a few award winners we would like to acknowledge. First, the Superintendent's Award is presented to a middle school student who instinctively acts in accordance with the district's vision of the graduate. This is not only defined by a passion for learning and achievement, but also by an intuitive sense of empathy and caring. Abby O'Kane was selected, leave it, Stephen, just leave it. Abby O'Kane was selected as this year's award recipient by both her peers and teachers. Not an easy thing because the cohorts were quite separate this year, but she still managed to reach across them to her fellow students. After being with Abby for just 1 minute, you feel you've known her forever. Her teachers describe her as an excellent student, but more importantly, they describe her as kind to everyone. When I asked Abby about this, she told me that she wakes up each day and decides that she'll try to make it a better day for someone. She credits her parents and says that this is just the way her family is, and congratulations to her parents as well. Abby, it is with great pleasure that I recognize you for the 2021 Superintendent's Award. Even in this most difficult year, you've managed to help put smiles on our faces.
Thank you so much for this recognition. It really means a lot, and I am proud of myself. I appreciate the support I have received at Middlesex from both teachers and classmates. My parents always taught me that my actions make an impact. Like Mrs. Summers said, each morning when I wake up and come to school, I come with a positive attitude because I know that someone needs a kind word and a smile. This year has affected us in different ways, but we all still have the potential to create a safe school environment for other people. Thank you.
Next is an award that I've established and I hope becomes a tradition at Middlesex. It's called the Principal's Award, and it's given to students who, over the course of 3 years, have gained an understanding of themselves and how they can best navigate middle school. The first time I met Stephen Smith, he was a little late to school and came in the front office for a pass. He looked incredibly nervous, so I suggested that I walk with him, and thus our friendship began. We chatted about this and that. I discovered he was a fan of rock and roll, and he was completely impressed that I had attended the last concert of Jimi Hendrix. I admired his calm and his ability to roll with things, and he reached out to me on a personal level at a time in which I was very vulnerable. Over the years, I've watched Stephen become comfortable with who he is and confident that he has much to offer. Stephen, I will so miss seeing you around the hallways. You have meant a lot to me these 3 years. It's been an honor. Just say thank you.
Thank you.
Here you go. And now, the class of 2021.
Hello, everyone. One more round of applause for our graduates. And our first one is Annabelle Burke. Annabelle class. Arthur Cummins. Thomas Hall. Megan Hayes. Fritz Johnson. Luke Karp. Caitlin Kelly. Nat Lusak. Michael McCormick. Lexi Michelli. Lindy Muller. Mamie Niai. Maddie Pombar. Chloe Prokopian. Will Scallon. Chloe Chimenti. Allie Shuck. Kate Villagomez. Luke Wenger. Matej Zalewski. Chloe Adams. Isabel Alini. Addie Eltoff. Eliza Bach. Kate Barnard. Spencer Brown. Jack Collins. Snasish Dada. Courtney DeMarc. Kelsey DeRizo. Sebastian Gardner. Whitney Gruno. Savannah Leone. Luke Mahoney. Henrik Mengwal. Nikhil Arjunan. Drew Baera. Charlotte Berkman. Tim Davis. Tyler Easterbrook. Molly Fagan. Sophie Haas. Eric Huss. Sarah Kellogg. Quinn Kennedy. Dylan Lash. Ryan Leahy. Isabella Lonergan. Andrew Min. Yeah. Peter Nelson. Brendan O'Rourke. Charlotte Palin. Ryan Peck. Declan Pettit. Lucas Prince. Rhea Rye. Nadia Roser. Declan Schweitzer. Russell Tarrant. Leonardo Zawacki. Evan Anavi. Axel Aruz. Rowan Bepler. Nathan Camparelli. Kara Cope. Kevin Cope. Catherine Daly. Rowan Fahey. Arbery Giulici. Courtney Hare. Sydney Cattell. Sloan Kozowski. Blake Lombra. Will Massey. Adrian Matiskovich. Cameron Moyers. Luke Richards. Stephen Branham Smith. Hayden Strebel. Daniel Zing. Andres Budo. Grady Connolly. Sophie DuPont. Foster Grassick. Ava Gupta. Riley Keating. Ojas Kumar. Lillian Lane. Mara Mass. Logan McIntyre. Carly Miller. Anushka McCall. Mackenzie Nolan. Ellery Overbeck. Samira Patke. Emily Pierpont. Jamie Schwartz. Kara Smith. Sasha Teresco. And Dante Zimmerman.
Well, we've made it through our most challenging year. Teachers, staff, administrators showed up every day despite our own fears. On the days that these fears became overwhelming, we turned to each other for strength, but we showed up to provide focus, consistency, and a sense of hope to our students. I want to thank every staff member at Middlesex for giving it their all, for learning new things, for fighting the fight, and for being there for our students. Children are very complex. When their world is off kilter, so are they. It's easy for us as educators to assess their academic achievement, but it's not as easy to determine their level of their social and emotional well-being. Our children are hurting. My hope is that together we can get the world back on kilter. I saw an interview recently with Stephen King, and when asked about his mother, he said, "She gave me room to be whatever it was I would become." And I thought to myself, what a wonderful gift. A gift we as parents, educators, should give to every child. But this is not a gift that can be given without support, without love, and without acceptance. As for me, in my final promotion as principal, I can honestly say that the decisions that I have made over the past 5 years, some popular, some not so, some met with hostility and others praised, I have made in the best interest of your children. Let's have a round of applause for the DHS class of 2025. Some logistics. You can go over, greet your children. If you would like to take your children home to celebrate, that is fine. If they will remain at school, they know where they're supposed to go. Thank you very much for the opportunity to get to know you. Okay. Pretty good, huh?
I'm gonna go finger guide.
Okay.